as I always think she's been underrated, but she's receiving rave reviews for her unflinching portrayal of Jackie Kennedy in the miniseries The Kennedys, and she's reprising the role in the poignant sequel, The Kennedys After Camelot. Please welcome Katie Holmes.
You.
Hello, baby. We just saw each other last night.
We were just hanging out.
That's right. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Those comics were, everybody was on point. Katie was there last night. It was fantastic.
And Chris Rock was hilarious.
As usual.
As usual.
He's always fun.
He just, you know, doesn't get any better than that. That was a hell of a lineup last night. It just
I know.
I just can't stop grinning.
So let's talk about this episodic, what do you call these things?
Miniseries.
That's it. That's it. So you're playing Jackie Kennedy. You played her before.
I did.
You've been channeling Jackie Kennedy quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah. I guess you could say.
You favor each other a bit.
She does.
Yeah.
But you play her in this from when she was First Lady to the time of her death, 1994, right? And what is it about her that you have discovered playing the part? You know, what?
Well, I've done a lot of research, obviously, and this time around, the Kennedy tapes they are out there. So I got to hear her voice and feel her essence, and she was so charming, but not a fool, and knew exactly what was going on, and could read people very well. I guess her strength is something that I am continually amazed by.
Yeah.
You know, this series starts with the assassination of Bobby Kennedy, and that just throws her right into all of the memories of her husband's death, and, you know, she's mourning the loss of her brother-in-law. She's supporting her family. She's also thinking about her husband. I mean, this woman went through so much in the public eye, and did it with such grace.
She was stronger than she looked.
Yeah.
She looked like you could blow her away. She's very thin, but no.
And raising those wonderful children, I mean, and she raised them the best way she certainly knew how, in the limelight. And as a public figure yourself, do you use lessons from your childhood to raise your little girl?
Absolutely. I'm the baby of 5. I have,
Wow.
I have a lot of cousins. I'm the youngest grandchild on the Holmes side, and so I have like an amazing family, and we are always in Ohio. You know, I'm really proud of my nieces and nephews. So I raise my child like my family, you know, like my sisters raise their children, and how I was raised. And I love being a parent, and I feel really blessed to have such a sweet little girl.
It's the most amazing thing in the world, isn't it?
It is.
Katie, to me, playing a First Lady would be such an amazing experience. How do you figure out a way to relate to someone in that position? You're an actress, she was a First Lady, 2 strong women. Where did you find that space in your head to relate to a First Lady?
Well, the reason that I was drawn to After Camelot, because I had played her before, so why do it again, is because while this family lives in such heightened circumstances and they're so famous and glamorous, what they go through is very relatable. So in this series, you see Jackie and Ethel in the hospital room where Bobby is, and Ethel doesn't want to pull the plug. And you see 2 women that have a shared experience of something tragic having happened to their husbands. And there's value in that as human beings, I think, and there's a healing that you can have as an audience member. And so for that, I feel like it was a role that I could step into, because it's very human, and you take away the First Lady aspect and the fame aspect, and it's just a family that's gone through a lot, but they always stick together and get through it together.
Now, we have a clip from the series. In this clip, Jackie is confronting Ted Kennedy about his attempt to cover up a car accident that killed a young woman. Take a look.
I didn't think you'd come if you knew. But now you're here, and everything's gonna be okay. We've always counted on you, and I'm really grateful that you're here.
would be so disappointed.
Wow.
That's good.
That looked like a real slap. Wow. You really went in there. That's great. Matthew's is one of my favorites.
Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah, you gotta
smack
go in.
That's all you can do is like, oh, hey, pow.
Yes, they did a good job.
Yeah,
you
the
look like her.
resemblance is
Yeah.
striking.
On a much lighter note, we've got a round of rapid fire
Oh, I'm ready.
questions.
I'm so
okay?
ready.
I'm going to do the asking, you do the answering. Speed is the name of this game. Okay. Name 3 things that are always in your purse.
Gum, tissues, wallet, subway card.
What's the last thing you bought online? And be careful these days. Sorry.
Oh, shoot. I bought something red for the Women's Day.
Who's the last person you called or texted?
My mother.
What would you do if you weren't acting and directing?
I'd probably be a lawyer. Hopefully working in Washington
Oh, that's cool.
to better our situation, shall we say.
What's your hidden talent? I won't ask you to show me, so be honest.
I like to paint.
What was your nickname growing up? And I'm sure you had a lot being the baby.
Yeah, I still have, my sisters and I call each other girly.
Okay. What's the breakdown of your siblings? Boys, girls.
It's 4 girls, 1 boy.
What's your favorite book to read with your daughter?
The Magic Tree.
What's your worst habit?
Coffee.
That really?
I drink it.
That's your guiltiest pleasure.
I drink it like water, so
Okay.
yeah.
What's the best dish you make?
I'm proud to say, last week, I spent 4 hours making a bolognese.
Oh, that's
Oh my gosh.
And I froze the extra.
of course.
You're gonna make that last.
It's better when you defrost it.
It is. And I like watch people as they eat it. Like, you really like that, right? You need Parmesan? So,
What's the next project you're working on?
I have a project called Logan Lucky coming out in August. It's a Steven Soderbergh film with Channing Tatum and Adam Driver.
Oh, that's a good one. Adam Driver. Too. So good. Yeah, and Channing. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Don't you think she could play Melania? She's tall. Want to play another First Lady? What do you
Help
think?
herself.
She had to.
Well, she's tall like Melania. And she's pretty, but Melania's
not taking
gorgeous.
the bait,
Well,
I'm not taking that.
no.
Think of
Not taking the bait. Not taking the bait.
So the Kennedys After Camelot premieres April 2nd on Reels, and we will be right back. Check it out. I think you'll be very surprised.